Hey guys, it's Claudine. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you all about the small Metro Tote Deluxe from Wallace. I'll give you the 411 on this bag, including dimensions, price, show you what it can hold, give you some pros and cons, as well as share some mod shots with you. So if this is a bag that's been on your radar and you just can't quite decide whether or not to purchase it, sit back, relax, and keep on watching. Before we get started, I do want to let you know that some of the links in the description box below are affiliate links, which means that if you decide to click on them and make a subsequent purchase, I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. I will make sure to link this particular bag down in the description box for your reference so that you can check it out, see what colors are available, and of course purchase if you decide that you'd like to add it to your collection. So like I said, we're going to talk about the Wallace Small Metro Tote Deluxe. The reason this is called Deluxe is because it varies from their original Metro Tote in that it has exterior pockets and the option of a crossbody strap, which I will obviously show you once I deep dive into it. But first I want to give you all the numbers on this bag. So let's make sure it's on straight on here on the camera. According to the Wallace website, the small Metro Tote Deluxe has a length of 11 inches, a width of 8.5 inches, height of 10.5 inches, and a strap drop on the crossbody strap that will vary anywhere from 31.5 inches all the way to 55 inches. It weighs 1.12 pounds and currently retails for $245. I am not sure about the strap drop on the handheld part here. Actually, I don't think I saw that on there. This is, I would say, maybe 5 or 6 inches. I like to freeze frame at funny moments in the video, so enjoy my expression. I just went onto the Wallace website and I looked it up, and the handheld drop length is 5.5 inches, so I was actually right in that range. I think, I'm not sure. But let me give you a grand tour of the bag. So in the front here, you've got the Wallace metal logo right there, and here is one of 4 exterior pockets. You've got one right here in the front that goes all the way down, and this particular Metro Tote Deluxe is the Mother's Day edition of this year, which means it has this lovely rose colored interior, a nice lovely contrast to the black. So you will see that this pocket goes all the way down the length from the front here. You've got the same pocket here in the back as well. Something to note actually with the deluxe versions of this bag, because this is a small, you don't have the option of unzipping this back pocket and turning it into a luggage sleeve. That is only on the medium and large Metro Tote Deluxe. So this one's just a traditional pocket that will stay that way, no changing it to a luggage sleeve or anything like that. You've got 2 more exterior pockets. If you open it up like so, you see you've got one zipper here and another one down here. These are those nice hidden exterior pockets where you could hide your wallet, if you're traveling, maybe your passport. And as you can see, this goes all the way down the length of the bag as well on both sides. Let me show you this other one. Same thing. Very big, spacious. I love these particular compartments, to be honest with you, because when you're holding it, you would have no idea that those particular zip pockets are there. And it's just a great way to stash something that you don't want anyone to get their hands on, and be very nice and discreet about it. You've got the large main zipper here. And actually, before I open it, I'm just going to show you that these are the crossbody D-rings right here, where you would obviously place the crossbody strap so that you can wear it that way. But now I will open it and show you the interior of this lovely bag. There we go. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous rose color. And if you didn't see my video just singing the praises of this particular color, obsessed with the rose color from Wallace. It's fantastic. I love it. I highly encourage you to check out some of their bags that are still offered in this color. I love it so much. I'll actually make sure to link down below what they do have available in rose color. I think it's such a nice, beautiful, feminine, mature pink. But anyway, back to this bag. So you see here, we've got the traditional pocketing of Wallace with this one zip compartment right here that opens to a nice generous compartment that features 2 other pockets. So you got a pocket and then pockets in the pocket, which is great. There's no shortage of space and organization when it comes to Wallace, that's for sure. Hang on one second. There we go. And then beneath that, you've got this little card compartment here for your commuter pass, business cards, credit card, whatever you so choose. I personally don't happen to use it very much, but it is there for you and it's very handy. On the other side, you've got 2 more pockets that you see here, trimmed in leather, one here and one there. And then you've also got the little pouch that comes with it, where you can essentially smush and fold this bag into it and pack it and store it in this pouch, which is a great option when it comes to travel. The top of the bag here, the handles, you see this beautiful untreated leather. And same thing at the bottom, you've got that logo right there. Let me see if you'll see it. It may be difficult to see at the moment based on the time that I'm filming. It's kind of reflecting a little too much, but it's that diamond. Oh, I think we got it. Oh, kind of. There it is. Haha, it took a minute, but there it is. You see the MZ Wallace right there. And the feet on this one are in fact black. They're not the untreated leather that you're seeing here and on the diamond. So that is basically it to the bag. It's a very simple yet intricate bag. I love it. It's great. I have been enjoying it tremendously. I've been using it as my work bag. Because of all the compartments, I am able to keep all my stuff really well organized. I do have to say though, I haven't been using it that much because COVID. So I'm not going into the office that often. I go once a week at the moment, and as needed should that come up. So it's not getting that much wear, but enough where I can sit down and talk to you guys about it. And like I said, I'm enjoying it. I love the ability to just organize my belongings in here and keep them in their designated spots. The one thing I'd have to say that I observed the first time I used it, I had a little trouble digging my little key pouch out to open the door when I got home. I found myself outside my door kind of, trying to get into this bag and digging to the bottom. It felt like a bottomless pit at that moment. I don't know if maybe I just had something in my hand that was preventing me from really getting into the bottom of this bag to properly grab the key pouch. But I did feel like, despite having pouches and ways of organizing it, that when I actually had to dig for that one item, it took me a minute to get to it. And so that was a bit of a bummer for me, but it's kind of to be expected with a bag like this where it can hold so much. I did find a bit of a workaround. I ended up purchasing a purse organizer from Amazon that has helped me with that issue, and I'll show it to you real quick. I have it already packed right here. It's a lovely pink color. I tried to match this bag as much as possible, the interior of the bag, I should say. So I put all my stuff in here, and I want to make sure I don't tip any of it out, but you can see it's all very well organized. Not to say that this bag is not well organized. You saw there's a lot of compartments, a lot of pockets. It's just, this gives it the structure that I kind of wished it had, at least in that moment. With this organizer, however, everything has a plus and minus. So while everything is nice and organized, it does puff it out quite a bit. And you will see that in the mod shots that I'm going to share with you at the end of this video. If you have a purse organizer in it, it is going to widen the bag out quite a bit. So when you are wearing it across the body, it does stick out a lot, which is a bit of a pet peeve of mine, but sometimes you got to pick, which con you're okay with, so to speak. So at the moment, I prefer to have a little more structure in there. And so I am using it with this organizer so that I can get that structure and also get even more pockets, as if that's needed with this bag. But obviously you can use it without this organizer. And I do actually really like the look of it crossbody and on without this, because you do lose that structure a bit. It becomes a little more slouchy and not sticking out from the side of your body nearly as much. But like I said, it's kind of a pro and con thing. There's a pro to one, a con to the other. So, you got to pick and choose. And like I said, at the moment, I'm just preferring a little more structure to this bag. So I am currently utilizing it with this organizer, but obviously have no problem in the future revisiting carrying this particular bag with just my items in there, no organizer, maybe revisiting where I'm putting what. I think that if I were to keep my key pouch maybe in one of the exterior pockets, that may help the cause, at least when it comes to arriving at home at the end of a workday or errands or whatnot. There's a learning curve when you get a new bag and are just trying to figure out where everything should belong. You just got to figure out the layout, the method to your madness that works best for you. So that is it as far as how I've been carrying it and how I've been using it. Let me throw the organizer in here real quick, just to show you what it looks like with it in there. And the nice thing about that is it takes a whopping like 2 seconds to just pop literally everything that you want in your bag in there. Let's see here. There we go. And here it is with everything in there and the organizer. Now, honestly, looking at it right now on camera, it doesn't look half bad with the organizer in there as far as the slouch factor and having it obviously jut out because it's not on the body. But as a crossbody with this organizer in there, there is a bit of, you know, extension width-wise if you're carrying it that way. If you decide to hold it by the handle here off to the side, you know, just down like so, probably not as big of an issue. But this is everything in there with that organizer that I just showed you. And it's a fantastic bag. As far as the exterior pockets, I do want to show you how I pack that and what I put in there. So typically, being that I've been using it, like I said, as a work bag, this front compartment right here, I just typically reserve for my phone, which I'm filming on, but I've got a case here so you can see that this is an iPhone 8 Plus and it'll go in here without any issue whatsoever. And it's in there pretty deep. Let me see if I can show you. See? It's got plenty of room. It's not like it's, you know, getting right up on the edge there. The back side here, that same pocket on the back side is typically where I like to put my masks. So I've got a couple masks here. I just put them in here like so. I also have this little Kleenex pouch and I put that in there. In the zip compartment, the front one where I had my phone, where the metal logo is, this exterior zip compartment is typically where I'll place my work ID, so it is secure but also readily accessible for when I enter the building and have to show it to the security that's there. On the other side here, on this zipper, is where I'll place my little PD pouch from Wallace that has keys that I need at work, as well as flash drives and just other little knickknacks like that that I would like to keep handy, and again, obviously secure as well. So that'll go in here. And that is it. That's all I put in those exterior pockets. I like to keep it pretty simple in that regard. Just those things that you really need to have on hand, quick and at the ready. Actually, my keys, yeah, see, I was just thinking about it. My keys should be on the outside. That was why I had that issue before, because I was trying to dig for this bad boy when I was outside my house and I just could not find it. So I think this is going to have to live somewhere outside in one of those exterior pockets. I don't know yet, but I think that would just make more sense. But as far as the interior, when I showed you this particular organizer, I mean, everything that one would want to have on hand is in here. So like that, you can see I've got sunglasses in here. I've got my mini wallet from Chanel here. I've got my mini O case. I've got a little pouch in here with some unmentionables that you need to have on hand. I've got chapstick here. Let me flip it this way. Chapstick, floss. What is that? Oh, like these little things for the teeth where you could poke out anything that's stuck between your teeth. It's attractive, I know. We've got a little mirror here, right there. See that? That's a mirror. A little lipstick that doesn't get much use these days because of masks. I've got this little notepad that I've just slipped in here to have just in case I ever need to write anything down. I don't carry a pen, so I don't know how useful that will be. I'm very paranoid about pens in bags and then having them open and start scratching about. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know how useful that is. I should probably just put a pen in here with it or a pencil. I don't know, but we've got something to write on, so hopefully if I'm with someone, they have something to write with. Over here, I've got my little peppermint oil. This is a lifesaver for me whenever I get my headaches. And then I've got just some hand cream here, some SPF, a little hand sanitizer, and that's pretty much it. You know, whatever you would expect to have in a bag is in here. And actually, when I do take this to work, I carry a water bottle, and typically what I do is slide it in here between the organizer, right in here, and the bag itself. So let me grab, I've got, oh, there we go. Got this big swell bottle, and it's typically the size of a bottle that I do take to work, actually. So I usually put it right in there, and you can see 25-ounce swell bottle right in here next to the organizer and the bag. And it does close, because the nice thing about these Metro bags, pull it like that, you see they have this extra space right at the top, so you can close it and the bag won't, or the bottle won't stick out. Look at that. Bottle's in here. You can hear it. So it is in here, and that's a really nice thing about this bag that I definitely appreciate, that you can put a massive water bottle like that and still close the bag and obviously have it with you without being exposed. So quick recap of my thoughts and the pros and cons on this bag. Overall, I really enjoy it. I would have to say that a pro is that it holds a ton. It is supremely lightweight. It is smushy, squishy, very nice and soft, and you can fold it into its pouch. It's great if you want to take it for travel for that reason. Tons of compartments now on the exterior as well as the interior. The cons, I would have to say, would be the fact that it is only handheld if you wanted to use these particular handles. Unless you have very, very slim arms, you could get this on your shoulder, but I personally cannot. And so that is a bit of a bummer, but I knew that obviously going into purchasing this bag, that this would be exclusively top handle carry. And I was okay with that because of the option of the crossbody strap that I could adjust to wear crossbody or also just off on the shoulder, which kind of offsets the inability to do a shoulder carry with these handles. The other con would just have to be the fact that it can be a bit of a bottomless pit without an organizer if you're trying to dig in there, and that just could be my bad. I need to play around with it a little more, get it better organized with my stuff in this particular bag to make it more of an easier process to get in and out of it. But that's just kind of my quick thoughts on the pros and cons. One thing I do want to talk to you about this bag. I have been eyeing it for some time, but just didn't bring myself to purchase it because I felt like it would be too big of a bag for crossbody. And the reason I felt that way is because I based it off my original small Metro tote that I have and that I've had for many, many years. I've used it as a lunch bag. I put an insulated lunch bag into the Metro tote and then carry it as my lunch bag back when we were going back and forth to work. It hasn't seen the light of day very much since then, but I've had that particular Metro tote for some time, and so I had been on the fence about purchasing the deluxe because I didn't want that size of a bag as a crossbody. I thought it would be too much, but obviously I ended up biting the bullet and buying this, and I'm really glad I did because I came to realize that this bag, while online the measurements of this bag are identical to the one that is not the deluxe, this bag is smaller. Now, I don't know if the small Metro tote that I have, the OG version without any bells and whistles on the exterior, is a much, much older version. Like since that one was released, they did make it smaller, and I just was completely unaware. Let me show it to you. I've got it here, and I will show you the difference. But this is the original small Metro tote, and I'll show you how old it is. And if you've been an MZ Wallace person for some time, you're going to know that this is an older one because, hang on here, we've got this on the card compartment. This is a telltale sign of an oldie but goodie. So this has been around for a hot minute. So like I said, I don't know if from the time that this was released that they actually made the small Metro tote a bit smaller and I just didn't get the memo. But if it is in fact been the same size and is still the same size as this one is from many, many years ago, this one is smaller than this one. So that is something that I think everyone should be made aware of because, like I said, that was one of the reasons why I was so apprehensive to adding this to my collection, because I felt like it would just be so big as a crossbody. And I was so pleasantly surprised to discover that it was a little bit smaller and the size was just really great for me for that purpose of a crossbody wear. So what I'm going to do now is empty this out, and I'm going to change the angle. I'm going to likely hold the camera just to show you the difference so you have an idea of how much smaller this is. It isn't much, but it's enough to make a difference in my opinion. And like I said, I do think it is worth sharing with you guys. And like I said, if I happen to have missed the memo that this was in fact made smaller like many years back, please let me know in the comments below because I am just baffled. I was very shocked. So if you happen to know a little bit more about the backstory or the history of this bag and its dimensions and sizing over the years, do let me know if it has in fact been made smaller since this much older version of it and I just didn't know, or maybe this is an observation that you also made. Maybe you have an older version of the Metro tote not deluxe, and then you purchased a deluxe and realized, hey, it's a lot smaller, or not a lot, but it is smaller. Let me know in the comments below, because I'm truly, truly curious, and I'd like to know if someone else happened to encounter this little difference between the two versions. So like I said, I'm going to change the angle and show you the difference in the sizes. And then after that is when I will plug in some mod shots. And what I'm probably going to do is start off with mod shots of the small Metro Tote Deluxe with the insert in there, the purse organizer, and then one without it, just so you can get an idea of the size and how much bulk or heft this organizer may or may not add. It does add, but I guess more like how okay you would be with that kind of bulk on the side, just to give you guys options and ideas so that you are getting a good understanding of this particular bag and how it looks, perhaps with an organizer if you'd like to go that route, or without if you'd rather not have it in there. So that is basically the game plan for the rest of this video. So I'm going to officially sign off here and just say thank you for watching. And if you did enjoy this video, to obviously make sure to give it that thumbs up, and please hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't done so already. If you like MZ Wallace, I talk about it a lot on this channel, so you're definitely going to want to hit that subscribe button. Also ding that bell so that you are notified every time I do upload a video, so that you don't miss any of the content that I put out there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please, like I said, consider subscribing and let me know your thoughts in the comments. And stay tuned. Right now I'm going to show you the size difference and then the mod shots right after that. All right, everyone, here is the two small Metro Totes. The bottom one here, this camouflage, is the original one that I showed you. That is many, many years old. That is not the deluxe. Here we've got the deluxe right on top. I've got it lined up right here, as you can see, right along this side here, as well as to this corner. But then you come around, look at that. Say hello to my slippers. You see here the bottom is not in line, even though they're in line over there. So this one is a little smaller. Look at that. And then come around here. Look at that. And down this way. There's a solid, considerable difference in the size, which again, pleasantly surprised. For me, that's a good thing. So there is a bit of a difference. And then here we're lined up, I would say. Yeah, we are lined up pretty well here. And the handles line up pretty nicely. It's just once you line it up right over here on this side, you start turning this corner here and you're going to see a bit of a difference. Let me see. I just want to make sure I'm not altering anything here. Yeah. So there is a bit of a difference in the size, you guys. Isn't that something? Alrighty, on to the mod shots.